Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones here today, close to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. 'Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day, yeah.
Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday, yeah. But everything will be alright. Go with your voice and say, hey.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones here today, close to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, when I felt that all the hatred was too powerful to stop.
Now my heart feels like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark.
I'll carry these torches for you, but you know I'll never drop, yeah.
Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday, hey, hey. But everything gon' be alright. Go and raise your voice and say, hey.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. 'Cause the dreams bring back all those memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones here today, close to the ones that we lost on the way. 'Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Do, 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 do.
Chamber members and friends. Thank you for joining us at the 36th Annual St. John Region Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Business Awards. I'm Chamber Member Chris Gilliland.
And I'm CEO David Duplessis. Thank you all for tuning in to this very special OBA Awards ceremony. We're delighted to be able to bring you this special online, safe, social distanced version of the OBAs. We would not want to miss the opportunity to celebrate all the great things that our businesses and the community members have done for you.
And we'd like to thank everyone for helping us to comply with public safety protocols as well. It took some creative use of video and planning to make this all happen, but it came together, and it's just one more example of how we can make things happen when we put our minds to it.
Indeed, and I'm very excited about what's in store for you. So let's get on with the show. So to kick things off, I'm pleased to introduce the Chair of the Chamber of Commerce for our region, Deirdre Wade. Deirdre will bring greetings on behalf of the Chamber and the Board of Directors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, award recipients, and nominees. Thank you for joining us for InSpirit 2020, the digital evolution of the Chamber's 36th Annual Outstanding Business Awards and the first ever live stream of the event. As this year has shown, change is inevitable. Perhaps no one knows this better than our local businesses. They have been nimble and creatively figured out how to ride the waves of uncertainty. They've done everything they can to remain open and safely serve their customers. Now it is our turn to recognize that and to lift up those businesses to let them know that their sacrifices are noticed and immeasurably appreciated.
And now please join me in welcoming the mayors of the 4 regions that make up our Chamber network. Mayor Grace Lozier, Mayor Gary Clark, Mayor Nancy Grant, and Mayor Don Darling to bring greetings on behalf of their regions.
Hi, I'm Grace Lozier. Thank you for inviting me to bring greetings from behalf of the town of Grand Bay Westfield this evening. Let me begin by congratulating the Chamber, their staff, and their board for bringing this event to us virtually this year. Certainly, this has been a crazy year, there is no doubt. But I want to acknowledge the Chair's Award this evening is being given to all our frontline essential workers. And in this crazy year, we want to compliment you for acknowledging them. It has been really a year of trials. But tonight, our Community Award is going to John Jarvis from Home Hardware. Couldn't be happier. John was just really so responsive during COVID to our community, passing out his personal home phone number to ensure that people had things to do while they were in isolation. That, of course, and helped the bottom line in the municipality as well. So I really want to congratulate John for all of his hard work and all of his staff down at Grand Bay Home Hardware. I must also give out a special shout out to Sean Fillmore, our resident who I notice has been nominated by another community. So Sean, congratulations to you as well. I want to congratulate all of the nominees and all of the winners tonight. It certainly has been a year for the record books, and one will not soon forget. Congratulations to everybody. Merry Christmas and special greetings from the town of Grand Bay Westfield.
Good afternoon. I'm Gary Clark, Mayor of Quispamsis. Thank you for the opportunity to participate in the Chamber's InSpirit Virtual Award Ceremony. On behalf of my colleagues on Quispamsis Town Council, I want to offer my sincere congratulations to the award recipients and nominees. You have all worked tirelessly throughout these trying times and are very much deserving of the recognition you are receiving today. I am also pleased that each of today's winners will be receiving a beautiful fiddlehead fern sculpture created by Isabel Fagan, a local artist from right here in Quispamsis. Thank you, Isabel, for the wonderful work. Although 2020 has brought us many unpredictable challenges, it has also created new opportunities. 10 months ago, very few people have ever heard of a Zoom meeting, and yet here we are, gathered together in a virtual environment. The Chamber and its members have had to adapt to an ever-changing landscape, and you've done so admirably in the face of great uncertainty. Thank you for your resilience. With Christmas just over a week away, I want to remind everyone, if you haven't yet finished your shopping, please support local. the businesses being recognized today, and all of the other small and medium-sized businesses in Greater St. John are the backbone of our local economy. Please support them as much as you can. Congratulations once again.
Hello everyone, I'm Nancy Grant, Mayor of Rothsay, and I bring you greetings from Rothsay Council and the residents of our town. I'd first like to congratulate the Regional Chamber on this virtual presentation of the Outstanding Business Awards. We've all had to change in the last few months, and you've done it beautifully. Congratulations to all the nominees for these Outstanding Business Awards, and especially congratulations to the winners. And my very best wishes to Beth McGlone and Trinity Galleries on your 25th anniversary. To all of you, your resilience has just sparkled through these dark days, and we thank you. And to all of you, I wish a wonderful holiday season, and may 2021 bring us all better days.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mayor Don Darling. On behalf of the City of St. John, I'd like to say congratulations to all of the nominees and winners of this year's OBAs. You know, there's never been a more important time to come together and celebrate. 2020 has been an historic year. I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce, the Board of Directors, all of the members, everyone for your resilience in 2020. Looking forward to a strong recovery in 2021. The greater region of St. John is so full of potential. By working together, by staying focused on great outcomes for this region, I have no doubt that we will thrive together. Thank you very much and enjoy the ceremonies.
Regional mayors, we're very grateful for the incredible support that we always receive from you. Thank you for your words of greeting to everyone as well. You know, we're so very proud of our community, and to all the businesses and volunteers that are out there, they're absolutely incredible. You've rallied together, you've showed incredible tenacity and grace, you've showed compassion and grit. And now we're honored to recognize some of these heroes among us who've showed exceptional leadership and fortitude.
So true, so true. And so for this special edition of the OBAs, we're celebrating entrepreneurs and the community members who rolled up their sleeves, they hunkered down, they did all they could to make sure that we stayed safe during this pandemic and that we had accesses to the services we needed.
Exactly. Now, before we begin, we would like to acknowledge our winners. The Chamber would like to give a special recognition to one of our members, Chamber member Trinity Galleries, for their 25th anniversary. I almost said wedding anniversary there, Chris, but for their 25th anniversary. It's Beth McGlone of Trinity Galleries, and was one of the very original founders of, you know, the gallery hops that we've seen so prevalent all around our region, gallery hops for various charities, Party with a Purpose, whatever. Well, Beth was one of the driving forces behind this, and we're so grateful to be able to recognize that she significantly contributed to the arts and cultural branding in our region. So congratulations, Beth.
Thank you so much, Chamber of Commerce, for this very special award, and I am so honored to be receiving it and to be amongst all the winners who are such pillars in our community, and it's because of all of your hard work that businesses like me are still here today. So thank you to all who are a big part of this. So I also want to say that it's been a wonderful journey being here in Uptown St. John, and I've so enjoyed it. It has such a great vibrancy, and the people and everyone is just so embracing, supporting all of our businesses. So thank you. Look forward to many more years to come. And I also wanted to say a little thank you to my dad, who was so special in helping with all the years and its formative years setting up the gallery. So yeah. Anyway, Merry Christmas to all. Thanks again.
It wasn't easy choosing winners for such deserving candidates, but we would like to as well congratulate all the nominees.
Absolutely.
We have Brent Tax, we have Collins Tours, Commissionaires of New Brunswick PEI, CPA New Brunswick, Gahan House, Hemmings House, ICS Creative Agency, Innovatia, JTR Commercial Services, Juniper, Port City Pro Shop, Promo Heroes, Rockmora Foundation, Rogue Coffee, St. John Tool Library, and Vito's. Please join us in sending a huge big shout out to all of our nominees. Now, before we begin to showcase some of the winners, I want to show you this lovely award that each winner will receive. This is the award that's been carved by the artist in Rothsay, and it's a lovely depiction of fiddleheads, which are so representative of our region. So these are the awards that each one of the winners will receive. Isabel Fagan, again, is the artist who created these for us, and we couldn't be more grateful for these beautiful awards for us.
It's so fantastic. And we also invited each winner to select appetizers, charcuterie items, and for 4 people from the member restaurant of their choice. And the bites and the awards were delivered to the winner's bubble, ensuring strict adherence to safety protocols as well. So that's we're really, really proud to be able to do this and to make it happen despite everything that's going on. So we told you about the prizes, and now it's time to hear from the winners of the various awards. So first off, back to Deidre Wade, Chair of the Chamber's Board of Directors, to award the Special Recognition Chairs Award.
As the Chair of the St. John Region Chamber of Commerce, it is my pleasure to present the Chairs Award. Each year, the Chamber awards a deserving individual or initiative that has substantially contributed to the economic, social, and cultural brand of the region. This year, we cannot just award any single individual. In the face of this pandemic, there are too many community members who have put everything on the line for the people of St. John. We cannot properly express the extent of our gratitude, not just to our local business owners and entrepreneurs who have turned mountains into molehills, but the employees and essential workers who continue to put their lives on the line every day for our needs and conveniences. The world would have stopped without these workers, and this needs to be remembered every time you go to order a coffee, pick up your groceries, or to the hospital. That is why this year's Chairs Award goes to all frontline essential workers, charities, and nonprofits in the St. John region. You are the reason the world is still functioning. You have put your blood, sweat, and tears into making sure all basic and modern necessities are still available to our community. You have chosen to never quit, and for that we are immeasurably grateful for all your efforts. We cannot forget those who may be less fortunate and cannot leave anyone behind. That is why the Chamber has partnered with the Greater St. John Community Foundation to help further with this year's Bare Necessities Big Pivot campaign, which is collecting monetary donations in place of personal care items due to COVID-19. Details on how you can donate can be found on the Chamber's website. We would like to thank everyone who has contributed so far this year. We hope you all have a safe and happy holidays.
Well, thank you, Deirdre. Again, that's a wonderful initiative, partnering with the Community Foundation in order to help those less fortunate. And that's a pivot of our normal Bare Necessities campaign as well. So we've changed that to the Big Pivot. Now we're going to move on to the Community Hero Award. And it's given to individuals who really have gone above and beyond during these unprecedented times. And this individual was chosen for having shown extraordinary dedication to improving her community in a time of crisis, as well as through ordinary times. Now, she's gone above and beyond in so many cases, whether it's making sandwiches for the less fortunate or helping businesses through the government processes and programs. Jeanette Arsenault is a shining example of the purpose for this award. So let's take a few minutes just to listen to Jeanette for just a moment.
Tell us about the early days when coronavirus lockdown began. What went through your mind?
Well, we had no idea the magnitude of the crisis that was coming. No one could have prepared us for what we were about to deal with. We literally had hundreds of calls a day. Our team worked 16-hour days to provide information on benefits and to help get people through this crisis.
How did you manage to stay motivated?
What kept me motivated was knowing that the programs implemented by our federal government were helping families keep food on their tables, roofs over their heads. They relied on us for information, and we as a team would not let them down. We had to adapt and learn very quickly all the programs and convey them to our constituents. I'm particularly proud of working with such a great team and an MP that is passionate about his constituents. Together, we helped people when they needed us most.
Finally, how does it feel to be an OBA recipient?
I was completely shocked and speechless, which doesn't happen often. I'm incredibly proud and honored to be receiving this award. Thank you all so very much.
Award is the Outstanding Initiatives and Efforts Award, and it's given to individuals and businesses who have created or evolved community initiatives to create an environment that adheres to safety protocols. Creating safe environments for our community has been critical as we move through the various phases of COVID-19, and these individuals have shown extra measures of entrepreneurial leadership, innovation, creativity, and responses to this new world. So the winners of this award are Andre Robichaud and Liam Frail from Queen Square Farmers Markets,
Nancy Tissington from Uptown St. John, and Victoria Clark from Discover St. John.
Jeepers, thanks for saving my butt there.
You know, what's the first thing is how do we stay relevant, but how do we continue to support, and as our mission statement says, to help businesses thrive during a pandemic. And that's a playbook that nobody had out there. I guess what it's done for us is to really, you know, we're always talking about that think outside the box. Well, we're outside that big box.
Living our best life, no stress yet. Whatever happened to all our good faith?
And that's where we came up with what is it that they need? What are the tools that they need right now that they're in this pause mode? Most of the days when I'm listening to the businesses, gosh, they're just trailblazers. They're innovators and entrepreneurs. Their spirit is still there. And the nice thing about that is they haven't really lost faith. So I've been watching them and then basically supporting them because they're the ones that are the leaders in every true fashion. I would say that one of the things that we often talk about is to buy local, and I think that Johners are very, very loyal, and they know that the need is there. We need to support them during this pandemic so that they're there in the end. The very nucleus of our city center is the small business. 76% of our businesses uptown are small business owners. So we know to buy, we know to support, but let's lift them up. Let's continue to lift up those folks by way of just, even if it's a shot in the arm, or say you're doing a great job, or handing over your debit card to them, whatever it is, just lift them up.
I guess initially it was just questions everywhere. Nobody really knew if we were actually going to open, if the season was going to be a wash. I guess once we got the okay that we could actually open, it was just a matter of really trying to reinvent the market overnight into something that could actually work. So we had to completely change the layout, how we thought of, you know, the flow of the market, how we used the space at the square, kind of like everything. So we had to kind of go from the ground up.
It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, a lot of stress. We had spent all winter. This year was our 10th anniversary, and we had put in so much work, so many morning coffees on the weekend, literally trying to come up, well, how do we make an epic year? The feedback just from our COVID plan and layout, there's nothing more reaffirming to me hearing your patrons and your guests saying you did a great job.
2020 as Liam mentioned earlier, it's our 10th anniversary, and we wanted 2020 to be a year to remember, but we didn't know how much of a year it would be, and how unforgettable it would be. But in the end, St. John came out for us, because without that, nothing would have happened. So people came out and they supported us. We couldn't be more thankful to the to the people of St. John.
And everybody certainly did support local week in and week out. It was a little more work than it normally was on a Sunday, where normally it just worked itself through. But next year, even with COVID, it'll go off without a hitch for sure.
To be an organization that supports tourism, to be an organization that sells our city, we needed to get pretty creative this year. We don't normally market to St. John. We market for people to come to St. John. So we ask people to rediscover our community, and we ask people to rediscover within New Brunswick. It was about being able to tell people that in a time when you thought you couldn't do anything, we reminded people what was still happening in St. John. Our team loves the work that we do, and being able to do this work is it lets you dig into the community more. Over the last year, I have been just completely blown away, as I know anybody that's watching this video will have felt this summer, to watch the extraordinary lengths that people in our community went to stay open, to change the way they did business, and then all the people in our community that came out, if you were able. People that were able to come out and experience the attractions, still participate in retail. This year, because it's not over, I learned how generous people are, and my time in the city, I've lived in the city for over 23 years. I've certainly had lots of opportunities to see how generous people are. This year, the resiliency of this city is staggering. It's actually like our history as it were a resilient city. Try to burn us down, we'll build them back up. Try to burn us down a second time, we'll build back up. Well, I'm going to tell you, try to burn us down in 2020. We're all on fire, but this time we're built of brick.
Wasn't it, Chris? We're all on fire, but we're built of bricks this time, and that certainly is true of St. John and the whole region in general. And that's what this award was about, was creating safe experiences for all of the people of our community to feel comfortable coming back into an environment where we can begin to safe socialize. The next award we're going to give is the Community Champions Award, and this is really recognizing the people in our region who, through their responses and through their actions, have shown tremendous leadership and corporate responsibility by continuing to serve their customers and pivoting to be able to allow them to serve their customers throughout this pandemic. So it really is an honor to be able to recognize these individuals. And first, we have John Jarvis. John Jarvis from the Grand Bay Home Hardware. Next, we have Tim Cochran from Cochran's Country Market. And finally, Sean Fillmore from On the Vine. These three individuals really have gone out of their way to pivot and make themselves available to their community to ease through the challenges that we're facing with the pandemic. So let's hear from each one of these individuals and their views on the pandemic and how to safely experience moving on.
Being from this community, born and raised, I've basically been here, since birth, Grand Bay Westfield. So with that being said, you get a lot of personal connections with the staff coming in day to day. It seems like when you know everybody and you get to see them day to day, it just feels like everybody's connected. Kept my cell phone open. I didn't mind coming down at any hours of the night because obviously, again, it comes back to being a small community connection with everybody. I've been down here many times at night after hours, just coming down for whatever the case may be. It could be a leaky roof, somebody needs a bundle of shingles or anything like that. It's not uncommon, and that's just part of being in a small community, I guess. None of this is possible without having the staff that we have here too. It is like a big family because we fight, but yet we still get along. It's at some point. So it's and it's not possible without them because like I said, When I first started it, I didn't really know how it was going to go. And then it was the community support has been overwhelming, really, to be honest with you. It's kind of heartwarming to know that, you know, they'll shop here to help keep the doors open.
It was pretty scary. Everyone was in the same boat. They were kind of not knowing what was going to take place, how bad things were going to get. It was a big, big decision. We wrestled with it for a few days. And after about 3 weeks, we decided to close our doors public and just do a curbside pickup. And that was learning a whole new business. It was like a mini Amazon, just trying to pick orders and get orders out the door, make sure they were right. It was just a different mindset. When we reopened a month and a half later, it was like starting from day one again. We knew we weren't out of the woods and we were still going to deal with the COVID crisis, but we were kind of back in the game and kind of doing it on our terms. So we had so many compliments and emails and support from our customers. Everyone was just on board. They knew it wasn't the best situation, but everyone was appreciative of everything we did. It was a great feeling to reopen. This is my job, my hobby. I enjoy what I do. I've grown up in the Valley, of course, and I look at it for the past 25 years. The Valley has supported me, and I felt it was my job, my responsibility to support them and be here and take care of the community that's taken care of us, for 25 years.
I always said I would rather be the guy that has the t-shirt that says, "I'm the boy that cried wolf," rather than not be prepared. So anyway, the first week was pretty scary, and we closed the store down. I didn't want my customers getting sick. I didn't want my staff getting sick. We've got a great team here, so called them up and they said, we'll jump on board, Sean. We'll do the pickup and delivery thing, which is the minimum we could do to get people fed. There's a lot of good that people had to do here to keep the things floating. Yeah, for sure. I think we're all happy to have a job. I mean, we've seen a dark period there at the beginning of the year where I think it put things in a lot of perspective for a lot of people. But it was a different time. It was a different time to live. It's a different time right now. But I keep saying to my kids, it's an exciting time to be alive. I'm going to give a little bit of a shout out, if I can do this. The CFO of the company, she passed away about 2 months ago. And she was the driving force behind, this business and us getting this new building and making sure that we were at every one of those Chamber of Commerce awards. And I mean, there was nobody had more funding than Debbie Saunders. So I just want to say, thank you to Debbie, and we respect everything you did for us. And you've left a hell of a memory, that's for sure.
There we go. My goodness, wasn't there some fascinating stories there, Christine? It was wonderful. Now, one of the things that we heard constantly from people as we were going through the process of collecting the nominations, and that is the common theme that went through was, I was so pleased just to know that somebody out there cared, or that someone was listening. Someone is listening to me, and that's what this is all about. As you sit back in your homes and your offices, someone is listening and someone who cares. And that's the reason for these awards. Now we're going to cut live to some of the people that have won these awards, and we're going to move over to the first person. So Jeanette, are you there? Can you hear us?
Hi. Hi.
Hi, Jeanette.
Hey, Jeanette. Congratulations. There you are.
There you are.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're most welcome. So everything arrived fine, and your award is there, and your charcuterie and appetizers.
It did. The award is beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm truly honored to be receiving this award. I'm at a loss for words. Like, I was totally shocked and very happy. Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. Now we see
to join us.
Nancy Kissington's next in the line there. Nancy, you're live in just a second here. And I see you there with your team. Hello, Nancy.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Congratulations all. This is very exciting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great.
Now we have, go ahead. Okay, we're gonna move on to Liam. Hi, Liam, how are you? So I see you look like you're still at work, are you, Liam?
I most certainly am. People need to eat for Christmas, so we're getting all
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we just want to say again, thank you to you and Andre for all that you do with the Queen Square Farmers Market. Wonderful example of how to open safely and bring people back into the fold.
Certainly our pleasures. Thank you.
Okay, now I see next we're going to hear from Victoria. Victoria, my friend, how are you? Nice to see you as well. Wonderful example of how to open safely and bring people back.
Victoria, how are you? Congratulations.
There you are.
I can't hear you.
There
you go. Can you hear us now?
There we go. Hi, guys.
Hey, sorry about that.
Tell the girls, Paige.
Back here. I'm distracted by everyone else. I want to say thank you so much. Our team is so proud of the work that we've done over the last year, and so proud of our entire industry for really pulling together in 2020. And it's only onwards and upwards for 2021. Thanks so much for the recognition.
You're welcome. Thank you, Victoria. Now over to you, John.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Good, great. Can't complain. There's some of the staff up there.
It's funny, I could.
Hello, everyone.
See there's some of the members there of the team.
Congratulations, everybody.
And thank you again, John, to you and all of your team there. It's been an honor to recognize all of these individuals. I see next coming up is it Tim? Do you see?
I don't see Tim yet.
I don't see Tim yet.
I see Sean.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Sean. How are you doing?
We'll move to Sean.
Congratulations.
Hey, Mr. Jarvis.
Hey, no, Sean.
Good buddy.
Congrats.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Hey, Tim, are you there?
I'm still here.
Tim's there? We can't see you, but we can hear you.
Tim is on the phone.
Oh, that's why. Congratulations, Tim.
Congratulations, Tim and Sean and John and Nancy and I don't know. Victoria. There's we are. There's the award. Okay, so that's the right portion.
Well, that's really, really cool to see everybody with their awards, with their treats, and just getting a little chance to celebrate together, even though we're not together.
Not together. Now, as we close, as always, there are people behind the scenes that make all of this stuff happen. So we have tremendous thank you to the Chamber staff. You know, Carol, Randy, Madison, and Deirdre have just gone out of their way to make sure that this was an enjoyable experience for everybody. As well, thank you to the technical staff at New Station who've delivered and over-delivered on the technical requirements and putting this whole show together for us. So thank you, Glenn, and thank you, Andrew. And finally, a special thank you to my co-hostess, Christine Gilliland, and thank you to our whole board of directors and all of our members. And thank you for all joining us here today for InSpirit 2020. We know that we have 80 some companies represented and online here watching the presentation. So thank you to everyone who was able to join us. Such an inspirational community that we live in. So thank you and Merry Christmas to everyone from the Chamber and all of our membership. Goodbye.